get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown. But she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Herbert to throw right away. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll go right back to Spiller here on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. The Chargers at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. And it's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. More from LA in a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got another one to Johnston. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. On 1st down, here's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, check that, street.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Still going. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here. 1st and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Able to push his way through. And still fighting. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Finding room at midfield. He's still on his feet. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Stroud. Right side catch. This is Gates. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Deion Henley there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Right back to him on first down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Spiller. Pushing his way through. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Finds Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
Herbert on first down now. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This 2nd and 4.
5-9, 5-9. 12. Go. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get them.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The give is to DeMercado, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, set! Check mash, liking 18!
The second down throw now from Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now let's see. And the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Herbert's throw taken in by Johnston. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Home trips right. Hey, ram. Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Crowd right.
Herbert now. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Spiller. Touchdown, Chargers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Quickly able to add the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the turnover, here's Herbert. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's Herbert. His his throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes a catch here for a 1st down.
Stroud, Gates with a grab. Trucks over him, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he's got it, and he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
18 runs.
They'll try to run this one in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans have got it back to within a score.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run behind center with Spiller. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
5-9, 5-9.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8.
21. Set.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Give running right is Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. On the handoff, Spiller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Right back to Spiller on second down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive can take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, a give to Spiller. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
They're going to try and run with Spiller. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Got his man. It's Warren.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. From the gun, a run by Spiller. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the biosecurity terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
114 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run here with Spiller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Again, they run it with Spiller. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here now, 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Spiller. There he goes left side. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 146 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Play action. It's Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
The throwing again is Stroud. And my goodness, another interception. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Let's go. Go.
Now it's Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. Groupie for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for L.A., their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There you go.
I'm with the cash like Diego.
God. Yeah, all these numbers on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego.